Hello people, on a good day and on a welcome back to the Freetongue Herald on a voice of reasoning. And see una know say anytime we get updates about the current social and political situation as Sierra Leone, we can like for we can to una we subscribers them so that una self will get an understanding of the thing that will happen within and around Sierra Leone, and I will get the opportunity for our voices and our opinions then to them particular discourse here. Today we'll take a listen to the Honorable Abdal Timbo. In most recent updates in an interview, Usai Ebinga for set certain them straight to the public and of course to supporters of the All People's Congress. Ebinga for come add on Dr. Samura Kamara in a situation where Ebin say Dr. Samura Kamara need for be very eloquent and honest with his supporters them, in as much as he need for tell them that not possible and not legally binding or legally possible for Dr. Madabio grab and intake power as a result of the tripartite deal with them being done sign. So Dr. Abdal bin talk say let Samura come out and talk to him people them, especially in supporters them, may tell them the truth, may be honest and be blunt with them so that they go let this matter to rest once and for all. You been get for talk about all that in them back on this particular interview, but take your time and listen. Don't forget to tell me what you think about this in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. But most importantly, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and stay tuned to the Freetongue.
Now we don't go sign a tripartite agreement. So whatever is in that tripartite agreement is the roadmap where we don't agree as the roadmap for electoral justice. So we need to abide by that. And it has to be, like I say, two ways. Dr. Samura Kamara has to come out and tell his people that we don't sign a tripartite agreement, we have to follow that. And this means say, no way, no day legally where President Bio the grab or international community they grab and say, hey, President Bio come out, Dr. Samura Kamara can take power. It will not work. We have to follow, we have to implement what is in the tripartite agreement and the national agreement for unity. We have to pay serious attention for ensure say what is there is being implemented. I think that is the way forward for us. So on both sides, on the Dr. Samura Kamara side, he has to be honest to his people and tell them that, no, this is it.
And that may beaucoup be view that declaration mentioned, like say you become out plain and like beaucoup people they feel say be they under the carpet, like you can't forget an insight to some of the issues and like one which you don't mention. So because up to now supporters they feel there is strong hope for say like what you mentioned, so say it will happen one day. You see a lot of social media comment even this past Independence Day there was an allegation like that. So you don't come out and make an clear why then the party don't they staff their supporters they for me they know. So you know what, the election is done and dusted. We'll wait for the next election, not 2020.
I beg for differ for say the party while all this while. The party made it very clear. And the party has been going around and telling people that even the publicity sector then cause some and say all things because this is done and dusted. But waiting people not accept. Now for take collective responsibility.
Namely.
I mean collective responsibility in saying, okay, this now we all agree for logo on this dialogue. Party for say yes, now we agree for logo to the dialogue, have to come out and tell people that. Now we agree. Maybe whether it was right or whether it was wrong, but now we agree. But at the same time, not to the party initiate this on its own. Now the leader then, the presidential candidate, when the primary beneficiary of the 2023 presidential elections in Greece, all was a table and they done them. So the party self come and accept. But during that period, there was a gap in the way how they relate to the people. And because of that gap, people, the social media, the bloggers then take over the narrative and then paint a narrative way not a true narrative. And that is why we've been getting that kind of stalemate there. I remember at a meeting, the chairman of the party say, we need to take a two-pronged approach. Those were exactly his description. While we pursue electoral justice on the one hand, we also get for follow waiting with constitution say. Meaning, because the constitution gives 3 years mandate to the executive, we have to prepare for lower level elections within the party. will ultimately lead we to the National Delegates Conference we will hold before the 20th of February next year. So that is the reason why the chairman may say, let's do two-prong approach. On the part of the executive, I'll say again, the executive did their work, as in they came out and said, okay, there's not going to be any elections again. Another part of the tripartite election say, okay, so there's, in the tripartite result report, there's actually a call for a rerun. In that rerun day, then I also call the divergent report, APC's divergent position, where they inside the report. That means the one we don't agree on, but yet still it's put in the tripartite agreement as an appendix. Say this will be APC position, but we don't agree on them. And when they say an agreement, it means the consensus ad idem. That's the meeting of minds. The agreement is the part where they meet on. You can get what you want, I get what you want, right? When we go to the negotiating table, you get what you call, for instance, in we will do commercial investment law. You got your term sheet, me get me term sheet. We negotiate on them. Waiting at you and waiting at me, you're not in the agreement. What to agree on is the agreement. But at the same time, it is right for make you put your own position as an appendix. It's right for you put your own position as me on a position as an appendix. And that's exactly what happened here. So even in the tripartite report, the tripartite agreement, the report has all the appendices behind, but the agreement of these 80 points not contain anything we get for do with elections. And we have to be honest on both sides.
Okay, more cancel your declaration again. Presidency for rule any country, including Salon, not to play business.
Yeah.
You know, get to do it just for coming, you know, talk the biggest of talks and get the hold the book stem and all that thing. It take a lot for rule a country like Sierra Leone. You get that?
You know, first thing, you know, to need in this nation, it's not about science, it's not about education, it's about honesty. If we not get honest and sincere leaders, nothing will change in this nation. I like we income, what I will call the best president now. Or let's say because everybody clamor for President Traoré in Burkina Faso. We bring him to Sierra Leone and he just continue to do business as usual here, nothing will change. I think what we need is just the honesty and sincerity and fairness of God. If we not get leaders, we're afraid God. If we not get leaders, then we're ready for shake the status quo. If you can't, you want to do business as usual, nothing will change in this nation. President Traoré is not doing business as usual. The fellows who won in Senegal, they are not doing business as usual. Me, I don't want to be loved. Honestly, I just want to be respected. You know, people feel Timbo in position of the way I think, how differently I behave. It's just to come from Timbo. No, I think this is something I met in my home. You know, my father was a straightforward person. My mom is a straightforward person. My grandparents. And these are people who stand up for waiting right. And many people don't know, for say, my daddy, when he was Chief Justice. He was Chief Justice during the most difficult period after the war. You know, he was Chief Justice, now he start for build, open courts across the districts again after the war. Now he recruited a lot of people then under the UNDP program at the time. So I come from a family of doers. I come from a family where we feel like if we're given responsibility, we actually need for push them, we actually need for make development. My father was the first chairman of PPRC. And God knows how many changes he brings to PPRC, in fact, including giving life to it, because no one knew about PPRC at the time, but he did it. He did all those things. Similarly with me, I don't ensure say that wherever I put me, I perform. I not perform.
And you said everything Timbo say. Tell me what you think about this in the comment section. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned to the Free Tongue Herald.